Shio. Welcome to the Happy to Be Nappy show, and I have a special show for you today. Let me show you my surroundings. I'm here. This is like a fishing deck where everybody comes and fish. You follow Alabama, and I just want to take this time out for this divine grand rising, supreme rising, great awakening, and say to you guys, the body heals itself naturally. And if people really understood, if they really got that, they wouldn't be so fearful and running to the hospital where it's basically taking their lives. I have family members where they're experimenting on us because our blood is O negative and O positive. And it's the original bloodline to North America. A lot of people in Central America have O negative and O positive as well. And South America is the oldest bloodline. It means original to the Americas. And a lot of people, they don't know they can do natural remedies like for your kidneys. I always make parsley water on an empty stomach. I boil the parsley leaves and then I put fresh lime and I drink that. That cleans out your kidney. You don't need no dialysis. You really don't. I don't know why people think that they do. Look how beautiful this is right here. Just sit here and chill, talk to the water, the sun. The last moon was last night. So that's what I basically do. I come here. This is Creek Town, as I'm Hachinotakni Yamasi Creek. Okay? Chief Iskatani had a push me takomi, which means little butterfly under the what? Moonlight. So you guys remember when I posted that list, right? I gave y'all that list. And now people are seeing a lot of the news is coming out about that list. It's coming out, and it's coming out. And everybody's saying, oh my gosh, how did you know this? How did you know all this information? Because I stay informed and I don't follow fake news. Halito, greetings. Thanks for joining. So this is one of my favorite places where I sit and chill right here. It's like my little Miami Beach for me because there's no beach here, but this is my little beach, so isn't it cool? It's so beautiful. And look across there. And look, let me show you across there. Look at that. Let me just zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Look how beautiful that is. Look, sharp, drop. I ain't going far. But look how beautiful it is. And I'm going to tell you guys, there's alligators out there. There's alligators in that water. Yes, there is. So like I was telling you guys about your health, we have a culture now that is purely fearmongers, straight fearmongers. You don't even know your own body. The body heals itself naturally if you let it. And happening in my family and many other families is that people are torturing their own family members, by taking them into the hospital, which are conventional doctors. They're just there for profit. They're not holistic doctors that's really going to heal you. And what's my diet? My diet, like I said, I start off in the morning. When I wake up, I make fresh parsley water to clean out my kidneys with lime. After that, on an empty stomach, then I make a great other tea that has Jamaican hibiscus, ginger, turmeric, garlic, red onions. What else is in there? And then I add lemon, honey, black pepper, a little cayenne, just to get my body activated for, because I'm in the cold, not really cold, but Alabama, Now it's in the 40s in the morning, then it goes up to like 75, 80. But when you wake up, you need something to warm you. Then I'll make a smoothie with fresh ginger, fresh blueberries, fresh strawberries, fresh pineapple, uh, chia seeds, flaxseed seeds, cucumbers. Sometimes I put apples and oranges and bananas. And when I tell you, it's so amazing. And then I cut open the coconut and I put the coconut water in it. Oh yeah, it is yummy. And then, oh, sometimes I add a little kale, but I love to add cilantro. Cilantro and parsley are two great things because cilantro is good to clean out all the metals because a lot of these cereals that kids are eating is full of metal. Most of the food here in North America, United States, is poisonous. It has so much poison and everything. So I do cilantro. I do cilantro and fresh parsley and my salads. I do salads. I love fish. I love salmon. I love red snapper. My mom raised us on whitings. I love sway. I love kingfish. I am a fish person. I'm mostly a pescatarian. But I eat a lot of more fruits, lots of fruits. Watermelon with seeds, mangoes, grapefruits, oranges, apples, pears. Right now it's the pomegranate season. I get so many pomegranates. I'm a fruitarian. I love fruit a lot. And then I also eat my greens. I like collard greens. I'm growing mustard green in my garden. I'm growing kale in my garden. I'm growing collard greens in my garden. Wild spinach in my garden. Not only do I love these foods, but I plant them. Happy Earth Strong, happy Born Day, happy Solar Return, happy birthday. My daughter's was last Saturday. She made 25 years young. Believe it or not, guys, I had her at 38, 25 years ago. So I'm 62 years young. Feathers up, feathers up, feathers up. But it's a lifestyle. I get plenty of sun. Your sun is your God. You see that sun right there? I make sure I come and I spend quality time with the sun. The sun is good for you. It gets the inflammation out of you, it gives you energy. And I just meditate under the sun. I come by the water. That's my water guide right there. Water spirit, water guide. And, and this is where I hang out. And you have to spend quality time. So back to the topic at hand, is your health, is your wealth, your wealth is your health, and make it make sense. All these are pharmaceutical, trillion-dollar industry when you can just be taking the fresh fruits, the fresh herbs, and they don't have any side effects. And I find like a lot of people, that's what I do for a living. I work with people that are conscious enough that have had surgeries, been amputated, and they want to eat healthy and stay healthy because you can have your foot cut off and still live. You can make it, but you want to start your diet off right. You want to eat right. You want to stay away from meats and dairy, the cheese, the eggs, all that stuff. I don't do any of that. So I've been having quite a few people that would like to hire me to come and help them get on that diet, show them how to eat to live, because I am a holistic, board certified holistic practitioner, and I'm considered a health educator. Okay, and what I do, I teach people to get plenty of sun. Thank you, sun. Thank you, sun, for shining on me. Exercise. I just finished walking. I walk. Plenty of fresh air. Exercise, okay, and eat healthy because you are what you eat, okay? What job do I do? I get, if you go to my Happy to Be Nappy, HAPPY, the number 2, BE, nappy.com. I do natural hair care. I make natural hair care products, skin care, oral care, and I do natural hair care like locks. But in addition, I'm also a private caretaker for people that are disabled and elderly that want me to come. I go to different states. I have somebody right now that I'm getting ready to soon, once we finish uh, the contract and the paperwork and going back to the Sunshine State to help them. They have their foot was cut off and it didn't need to be cut off. The VA cut off their foot, told them that they had an infection and they had to cut it off, and it wasn't so. Oshio, and so as a result, that person would like me to come, and I stayed with them quite a few months, and I make their breakfast, I make their food, I teach them how to get out in the sun. We go to the green markets, teach them about fresh air, and just get them on a real healthy diet. And I take care of them, and that's what I do. As a holistic practitioner, I do private care. And if you go to HAPPY, the number 2BENAPPY, nappy.com, you will see me. Go down, push the menu. It'll drop down and it'll say caretaker, and you'll see me what I did for a bedridden patient, which was my aunt 7 years ago. I went to New York. They gave her some medication called LASIK. Have you seen a brace for Brax? Because my back is normal. My back is normal. I'm sitting on, right now, my back is normal. I'm sitting on a stump, okay? My back is very normal. I'm leaning forward, okay? So I don't have a brace. I'm sitting on a stump. Let me show you the stump, okay? Let me show you the stump so you cannot put that. I'm sitting on a stump. That's what I'm sitting on. And exercise. And one thing you guys need to invest in is a trampoline. I have a portable trampoline. I trampoline every day. I jump up, I trampoline. Trampoline will put more years on your life. Trampoline is very, very good. Okay. You said, no, I thought you were saying me. Oh, for a back brace. Okay, my bad. I got you. I thought you were saying me. I'm like, but let me tell you about the back. The back is another healer that you can do with diet and exercises. If you can start doing water therapy to start getting your back moving, and to as well as eat natural live foods, like all the foods that I just suggested, all the great produce for your back, and doing stretching, touching your toes is very good. I'm also on Instagram. That's Happy Natural Hair. I work with a lot of people that do exercises for the back. I post them up on my highlights, and they do a lot of exercises to straighten your back out. There's an exercise that they show you for your back where you lay down and you put your feet towards the wall of your body, and then you put your feet up and you sit there for a couple of moments. That's good for the back. They show you a lot. So if you go to Happy Natural Hair on my Instagram, of course I'm shadow banned because I'm always telling the truth, and you will see that I post a lot for fitness, for health, for working out, for people with their knees. This is what I do. I love doing it. Like here, I'm here in Eufaula, Alabama. I'm assisting my 84 years young aunt and my uncle that's 86. She has a son that's 52. His kidney is blown. He's waiting for a new kidney when he just has to change his diet. But people don't rely on their body and nature to heal you naturally. They rely on conventional medicine, and conventional medicine is for profit. Holistic medicine is for healing. Let me ask you a question. Can a doctor benefit off of you being sick? Put up a 1 in the chat if a doctor can benefit for you being sick. Everybody just put a 1. Just put the number 1. Can a doctor benefit off of you being sick? Okay? Can a doctor benefit? Exactly, they can. Now, can a doctor benefit off of you being healthy? Put a 2 in the chat. Put a number 2. Can a doctor benefit off of you being healthy? No. So that's the eye awakener, that a doctor cannot benefit. Exactly, a doctor cannot benefit off of you being healthy. Unfortunately, a doctor makes the bag off of you being sick. They just keep running up that Medicaid, Medicare, HMO, whatever, card you have. You know what I'm saying? Whatever card you have, okay? And you just gotta read the labels of everything that you pick up in the store. If you eat more fruits and vegetables like me, get the sun. The sun is a great healer. The sun is good for your heart. It's good for any inflammation that's in you. Okay? Just for people like my grandson has sickle cell disease. I take him when he was in the hospital 2 years ago. They wanted to do a blood transfusion. He had a fever for 4 days. I told my daughter, you want him to have a fever for another 4 days? They putting him on Tylenol. He's all drugged out. He's like, oh, me, help me, help me. First thing I brought him was fruit. The next thing I did, I told her to bring me the juicer. I made a great smoothie with ginger, everything. I took the ginger, I took warm water, I bathed him in the ginger. But the key is what I did, the most important. I took the red onions and sliced them in half, and then I sliced 2 circle halves like this size of the red onions, and I put them in his socks when he went to sleep. The next morning, 5 doctors come in, masked up because they're hiding. They're doing all terrible things to you in the hospital. They come in with a mask. My grandson's full of energy, no more fever. The nurse is like, oh my God, she took away the fever with onions in his socks. Oh my goodness. They wanted to do a blood transfusion, all that stopped. Onions take infections out of your body. If you feel that you're under bad weather, you can just cut up in a jar red onions, fresh ginger, fresh garlic, squeeze lots of lemon, and add honey, and take that every day as a shot. Okay, and it will run it out. And when you feel like your nose is running and you're coughing, you put the onions in your socks. That's all people had to do during the pandemic, scandemic. But instead, they went and got, okay, and once they got that, that changed their mRNA and their DNA to mRNA, and it also put the pandemic and the scandemic into their body. Your body is a healer. Like, my aunt, she's in the hospital in New York, and they told her, the hospital told my family they couldn't do any more for her. She's the same one that I revived 7 years ago, got her back walking. She was bedridden. And I came to New York. My son bought the juicer. I gave her seeded watermelon, seeded fruits. I made her smoothies. I gave her, I had made a stinging nettle tincture. I gave her the THC tinctures, and I gave her a lot of cannabis tinctures. And she was bedridden at first. When I finished with her in the nursing home, I stayed with her for a month. She had a size 2 bed sore, stage 2 bed sore. I took the slime of the aloe, and every time I use the aloe, I let it dry out, and then I put it, and you can put it in a coffee grinder, or you can put it in your Vitamix, and you pack all the dry aloe, and when you pack all that dry aloe, it turns to a powder. And so I had the powder always, one of my first aid kits. I never leave home without it. My daughter fell off a motorcycle. She was to the meat. I took the aloe plant, the slime, put that on there, packed it with the aloe powder, packed it with that aloe powder. Next thing I know, my daughter was walking around in Miami. They was like, Miss, you got dirt on your sleeve, on your shoulder. It was the aloe. That aloe to sew you up. I'm going to show you my finger right here. This finger right here was cut open. And my aunt was like, oh, you need to go to the hospital. I took that aloe slime and that aloe, and I packed it, and that aloe forms a cast around it. It's like you don't need to get stitches. It does the stitching for you. You can't even tell. Look at it on this side. Get it to that side. I can show you. that side, right there, right there. Doesn't ever look, and it was cut in two places. Okay, this is what we do. This is the ancient way, the ancient ones. We heal from Mother Earth. I am the medicine woman of the tribe. Okay, I'm a board certified holistic practitioner. I went to school for 4 years um, to to do this, you know, and with everything I learned, um, you know, this is what I do. So back to my aunt. So 7 years ago, I went back and I stayed with her in the hospital, and she had that bed sore. So at the hospital, the CNAs was like, "Oh, you can't do that." So they put something like a Vaseline kind of ointment on it, and it makes it more moisture, and it makes the bed sore spread more because it adds moisture. And so what I do is I I took that dry aloe powder. I took the slime. I always have an aloe plant with the slime. I cut open the aloe slime. I put the slime on it, and I packed it with the aloe powder. Even when they were putting their ointment, I packed it. Next thing, my aunt started saying, "Oh, it's itching." She felt it heal. When I left that hospital, after being with her for 3 weeks in New York, it was gone. There was not any. There was no, it was like she never had a bed sore. Now I'm not in New York because she's back in the same hospital that gave her the LASIK 7 years ago that made her bedridden, almost killed her. But, family members, they believe, BELIE, be lied to believe. And the doctors, so they had told them that they couldn't do any more for her, that they wanted to put her on hospice. And hospice doesn't mean you're going to die. Jimmy Carter is still here. He went home on hospice. Hospice only means that you go home and you get your body off of those toxic medication and chemicals. So if they would have took her home, I would have went to New York and continued to work with her at the house. I would have started making her the parsley water in the morning with the fresh lime or lemon on an empty stomach to clean out her kidneys. I would have started giving her fresh salad. I would have gave her sweet potatoes. I would have gave her chickpeas. I would have gave her a lot of black beans, a lot of greens, a lot of fresh fruits, lots of fresh fruits. And I would have took her out in the sun like I did 7 years ago. I would let her sit in the sun. You go onto my site, HAPPY, the number 2BE, nappy.com, and you will see private caregiver. And you will see how she went from bedridden. And that was in 2017. And here we are in 2024, and we're back where we started because her family, after they said there was nothing they could do, they're like, "Oh, no, you're going to do something for her." So they put her on dialysis. And we know dialysis takes all your life away from you. It just destroys you. I mean, it really did. And so it's on my site if you want to see it. HAPPY, the number 2, BENappy.com. And click on private. When the menu drops down, you'll see those little lines, and then it'll drop down to shop, and you'll see private caregiver. And that's when you'll see what I did for her and how she was able to stand. When I came at that time in 2017, we had to come in her room with a mask because all her electrolytes were gone. So that's when we had to come there because she was out of it. She was bedridden. I got her up, and then they, transported her to the nursing home in Harlem. I stayed with her in the room. They got me a cot. I never left her side. When family would come, I would go to my cousin's house a couple of blocks away, take a shower. I would walk from 106 West 106th Street to East 72nd Street to her house. I love to walk. Walking will put twins on your life. Walking, getting sun, getting fresh air, exercise. Like I said, get a trampoline, start jumping up and down. Trampoline shakes up all the stuff in your body that you need, and make it make sense. Like everybody doesn't make it make sense when it comes to their health. If there wasn't a hospital, you'd have to cure yourself. You find a way. Peace out, and you find a way. You find a way to heal yourself. Because our ancient ancestors, we did everything from Mother Earth. Most of these trees and plants are healers. The pine tree, that's where you get your turpentine from. The pine tree is a great, when I say a great healer, oh my gosh, they put an apparatus into the tree, and it makes the spirit, the gum spirit turpentine. And I take a little cap, that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna go make an amazing smoothie, and I'm gonna just put a little cap full, just like a little bit, a little dropper in there, because turpentine, we grew up with turpentine back in the days. It runs parasites out of your body. What they did old school, they would take the turpentine and they would put sugar on a teaspoon, and they would pour the turpentine, because the sugar would attract the parasites, and the turpentine would kill it. But now you don't have to do all that. What I do, I take a little drop and I put it in my smoothies. It's really good. It's good for your gums. It's amazing for your gums. You know, anytime you have an abscess on your gums, you just take that turpentine and you rub it on there. And you can also take neem. You can pack the neem on the gums, or you can take neem oil, or you can take the neem capsule. The neem will run out any infection in your body. Also, golden seal and echinacea. You can take the tincture, put it to drops in your water, or you can take the capsules. Everything plant-based and herbs, it heals your body. You didn't need to take a jab. There's no need to. The body is a miraculous healing mechanism. It heals it if you let it. When you start putting all these toxins like dialysis and the fake oxygen up your nose, when you can just be like me behind these trees and sit up under the trees, like, look where I'm at. So beautiful. So beautiful. You know, sit under a tree, get the oxygen, hug the tree, walk barefoot. When you walk barefoot, that's called teething. Teething is called earthing. And when you do that, it gets the toxic out of your body. Even here on this sand, you can walk barefoot. Right here. See that? See how beautiful? And you have to come and be one with nature, and that's what I do. This is exactly what I do. That's why I said make it make sense. Make it make sense with the presidency. You got people that have destroyed the economy, but you still have faith in saying a person give you hope. When they have destroyed, so many people are suffering, homeless. I've been talking because yo habla español también. Mucho tiempo yo tengo amigos que tienen programas aquí porque no tienen mucho dinero, porque todos es caro. Everything is expensive. I talk to the Mexicans and the Guatemalans here, and they're telling me they want to go back. So don't be upset, everybody, about all immigrants coming here, because they do want to go back. They're all saying that it's more expensive. One of the Mexican guys told me, Reina, yo compro una shampoo este tamaño para 10 pesos. He bought a shampoo this size for $10. He can get that so cheap in Mexico. Mexico is way cheaper, Guatemala is way cheaper, and they want to go back. They don't want to be here. The rent is outrageous. There was a time where you could come up in America and send money home. They said they're not even able to send money home. So why be here? You might as well go back to your own land and your own country. But a great day is coming. Okay, they're taking down the Kabbalah. They're taking down the Illuminati. They're taking down the deep state. It's a takedown. I told you that 4 years ago. I posted up the video. Everything that I posted up is coming to a head. And so there's not going to be a 2024 election. Kamala Harris and Biden are criminals like the rest of these people are. And to say allegedly makes no sense when they really are. You know, and they really, really are. You can just do your research. They've done so many horrific things. Kamala Harris was on the case to take down Mike Jackson because Jackson was telling. Okay, so they went after him. They went after Prince. Anybody that speaks the truth, they go after. But that gig is up. Okay, they're taking him down. There's not going to be a 2024 election. Okay, they stole the election in 2020, and they stole it from Trump. When they make up all these things about Trump, and when Kamala Harris was the prosecutor for Michael Jackson, who was on his side? Trump. I don't vote because I'm American Indian and I'm not making a contract with any foreigners or pilgrims or settlers. I'm not doing that because that's what voting do. You just contract them to take over your land. But I will say, knowing Trump, all the 28 songs that he's hip hop, for all the things that he's done for so-called Black Americans, when a they couldn't get a loan, a business loan. It was Trump that gave them the business loan. And when they went to pay him back, he said, keep it and invest it in your money. Okay? It was Trump that made sure that everybody doing when they did the pandemic, scandemic, whole fear-mongering propaganda, made sure everybody got money. Okay? So when they stole the election, at 2022, everything went up, food, rent, and everything. I can honestly say that he was doing the right thing by the people because I came up under his administration. I did all my paperwork under his administration. And before he was president, he never wanted to be president. The military came, 20 military officials wanted to take these people down with the sex trafficking, the kids that's coming over from the borders in containers. That's why the strike with the ports, it didn't go on because of wages. It went on because they kept hearing those babies cry in those containers. Trump was talking about it with Hillary. When he won with Hillary, he was talking about it. And all those people have been taken down. That's why the shutdown in 2020 was about taking them all down. And I have the video. Go onto my page, start dissecting it and see it. You know, the only thing I can do on YouTube, because it's owned by Lyle Cohen, and it's owned by the powers that be. But if you go on Telegram and you just go under tribunals and executions, you will see it. And they tell the truth. You got to go where the truth is, because the news is just giving you, it's fake news, like Trump said. They're giving you bits and pieces. Just bits and pieces. Like I always say, make it make sense. And there's no sense to it. You have to really disassociate your family that believes, being lied to with these people that think that they're going to save them. They're not your savior. They just want to put you in more debt. They want to make you more of a modern day slave. That's what an African American is. It's a 14th Amendment citizen, Executive Order 13037, signed by your first Black, which means absence of light, Bill Clinton. Him and his wife was very vicious and malicious. They got taken out in 2020. I showed the video, all the Bidens, the Obamas, Michael, Kamala, we know is not a real woman. We know all this stuff is true. Everything is coming to head. Everything. The truth is coming to light. She's on the list. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Oprah, Eddie Murphy, John Legend, Nicolas Cage, Robert De Niro, Paul Newman, Meryl Streep, Sam Adler, all the Hollywood they took down. There's so many of them, but I have the video. I'll show you. It's called Going Down the Rabbit Hole. I posted it up the other day. I posted it up in 2020 on August 13, 2020, and Facebook. Knew that people will call me a conspiracy theorist, but the word you're looking for, I'm a spoiler alert. Feathers up, feathers up, feathers up. I'm a spoiler alert. And everything is going to come to fruition. You're going to see that I was telling the truth. And once the truth comes out, that goes for people that call me a conspiracy theory, my friends, not friends, people that didn't want to know the truth, didn't do their own research. Family, I'm not going to mess with y'all. Because y'all in the third dimension. I already elevated to the fourth, fifth, going to the sixth and the seventh dimension. You know? Alito, greetings. So I just wanted y'all to know, make it make sense. Make it make sense about your health while you keep going paying a stranger. Like I'm going to give you the question again. Can a doctor benefit off of you being sick? Can a doctor benefit off you being sick? Yes. But can a doctor benefit off of you being healthy? No. So know that the body is a miraculous healing mechanism, that it can heal itself if you let it. Doing dialysis, doing the oxygen up your nose, doing all those toxic medications that shut down your kidneys, your liver, your spleen, everything, if you just do it naturally. And I am a holistic, board certified holistic practitioner. I do everything plant-based. I fruitarian, fruits and vegetables and fish. I am a fish fanatic. I love the fish, but I do a lot of fruits and vegetables and a lot of herbs. So I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to call it a day because I'm going to get the rest of my son in the water. So I'm going to leave you with this beautiful, beautiful scene. Make it a great day. Love yourself and know that the truth will set you free. And the truth, this is the greatest time to be alive because the truth will be exposed this year. Everybody who you think that you was a fan of loving and you thought they was all that, they were all in disguise doing evil, diabolical stuff, and it's going down. And the truth will be revealed, and you will see it for yourself. Love yourself and know that the truth is the light, and we in the age of truth. And like Cat Williams told y'all, a lot of people are going to be exposed. So make it a great day. Love yourself so others can love you. Peace and natural hair grease. Much love and light. And go to HAPPY, the number 2BE, Nappy.com. And there's alligators in this water. Peace and love.